Hello, and welcome to another Monster Cafe flashback arc, Monster Cafe Christmas. I'm Paul, back in the keeper seat for this trip back to June 1969. Why does our Christmas special take place in June, you might ask? You'll see soon enough after our players introduce themselves. Let's go around the table. Everyone introduce yourself and your character. Give us your respective pronouns for you and your character, and tell the audience one thing about your character that was relevant in 1969, or at least accurate in 1969. We're going to Discord order, so Nick, you've once again doomed yourself.
Hi, I'm Nick, or Kilnos. I'm playing Jason VanHellmans, a big blue devil man with a long black horn and a red rocky right hand, who has, I guess at this point, is reconnecting with the family after only 100 years. Pronouns are he, him. Jason's pronouns are he, him. Jason's fun fact is his favorite time is Christmas. Going on brand this time.
I'm Kenny, he, him, for me and my character, Archie VanHellman. Normally, Archie VanHellman is a very, very old, grandfatherly type that is wise and definitely not crazy. But he is younger and less experienced in this. We'll see what late 30s Archie looks like. Fun fact about Archie is he is a stout supporter of all the troops in Vietnam.
Yeah, I'm Khadija. I'm also she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Gigi, also with she, her pronouns. She's usually Aunt Gigi. She's usually known for making excuses for things because she's old, but now she's not really that old, so we'll see how she is. She wears those sunglasses that are extremely, extremely huge, that cover like 3/4 of your face, that kind of look like bug eyes that they used to wear in the 60s. Yeah, she wears those.
Alright, and notably she is not an aunt yet because Archie hasn't fathered any of his children yet.
She is just Gigi.
And also, we will have a DMPC who's working with the VanHellmans today. His name is Raphael. He is the Divine. Yes, he is that Raphael, the Archangel. Allegedly. As I mentioned earlier, it is June 1969. A much younger Archie and Gigi are at the VanHellmans family compound outside Salt Lake City, Utah, between hunts. Gigi, as you wake up for the day, you have one of your many premonitions. Roll plus weird to determine what you see.
Okay, so I rolled, so it's 6 plus 3, I got 9.
You see, oddly enough for the month of June, a small town, all strewn up in Christmas lights, with pine trees, wreaths, stockings, novelty-sized candy canes on display. On the surface, everything seems cheerful and whimsical. But you sense something more sinister on the horizon. You see the eyes of one of the folks in Santa costumes working the street corner. They are glazed over for a moment before they seem to take on an eerie glow only you notice. That Santa person grabs a young man as they pass by. That young man's eyes also glaze over as they march together out of town in a mass exodus of entranced townsfolk. Archie, what are you doing as Gigi comes into the manor proper from her little house? Because I feel like you guys are... At this point, she probably has moved into her little hut outside of the main house, the compound.
She started collecting the animals a while ago.
Yeah, so Archie, what are you doing as Gigi comes into the compound proper to tell you about her vision?
Archie is poring over a very large, dusty tome, reading about something. This is just what he does to fill his spare time, because he's a professional. He looks up at Gigi walking in. Hello, Gigi. Please do remember to clear out the litter box.
You could deal with a little smell, but fine. Wimp. Nose wimp.
Listen. Your family, I can't kick you out, but the animals aren't. Okay? I'm trying to maintain a sense of decorum. Please clean up after them.
Yeah, I will. Because they'll get mad at me. Anyway, I came to tell you about something. There's trouble in Santa's village or something.
Archie very delicately puts a bookmark in the book and, dramatically closes it. Just go boom. Won't be getting any reading done right now. What's Santa's village?
Some Christmassy looking place, out of a postcard. There's a zombification of people or something, and they're leaving the village en masse. Probably something we should look at.
Okay. Well, what happened? Tell me exactly.
Right, so a Santa on the side of the street in a picturesque kind of town. There's this Santa, eyes glazing over, and he's passing it on. Pass it on to the next guy. That guy's eyes glaze over. And now there's more of these people, stoned looking people, walking right out that village. What does that sound like to you?
It sounds alarming.
Right?
We should go check it out. It's June.
It's messed up, but you know how wacky people can get out here. I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird.
Did you find out where they were going?
As Archie asks that question, you hear the thundering engine of a motorcycle in the driveway, and immediately know who's here. Clad in a leather vest jacket over a tie-dye shirt with slicked back blonde hair, piercingly blue eyes, you see your friend, Raphael. He's been on hiatus from heaven for the last 2 years or so, helping you two with cases whenever he can, and partying with you in between. So he walks on the tail end of your conversation, and he hears something about, like, Santa in June. He's like, oh, good! You sounds like you're on a Santa Claus case. I was just coming to tell you guys about that. There's this town in the middle of they're always in the middle of fucking nowhere. This one's in Alaska. It's called North Pole. They're like really into Christmas there. Anyway, the Ras Bastard's going stronger because this fool town is celebrating Christmas all year round. And, you know, since Santa's like a pagan god, like he was originally Odin back in Norse times, because a bunch of people worshiping him more than one day a year, he's getting really strong.
Alaska. Hell. I never been there yet. First time.
That is a long way away. They just started walking there?
I mean, he's a pagan god. He can. Santa has many powers that would probably let. You have to remember, he travels the entire Earth in one night. It's not really that big a deal for him. He has like a flying sled. Like, a lot of the stuff that they say about him is true. They're like, no, we can take your RV to get there.
Gonna be a long ride.
This time we have the swinging music of the late 1960s to keep you guys occupied, and I guess I could ride with you if you don't mind towing my motorcycle.
Sure.
Also, you guys do have a family member working in this case, actually. You know your Uncle Jason?
Yes, I do. Blue or green fella, right?
I'm just imagining Oscar the Grouch, but with a Hellboy horn.
Emerging from the trash can. Our final party.
Yeah, no, he's already working the case. He doesn't know Heaven has eyes on him, so he isn't expecting us to come help him, but if we head up north to help him deal with Santa, I'm sure he'll appreciate the help.
Sure.
Well, family is family, and to be honest, I was feeling a little cooped up anyway. Let's load up everything and go.
Could you imagine if you had to spend a decent chunk of your life always in this house? That'd be something.
That would be hell on earth. I think I might actually go crazy.
We'll get into Old Reliable, the family RV, reconstructed and upgraded over the last century from the original prototype built by your grandmother, Dr. Temperance Bitchens Frankenstein, hyphenated VanHellmans IV. There is one notable difference between that version and yours. Yours is basically closer to the modern version, but with one distinct detail. There is a mural of a giant fucking rainbow across the side and a unicorn painted on the hood. Because it's the 1960s. Local radio blares a combination of Elvis Presley, the Beatles, and Simon & Garfunkel on the long drive through Canada and onto Alaska. Do you have anything you do to occupy yourselves on the, I'm not going to look up, but probably some neighborhood of 36-hour drive?
So, Raphael, what do you say is the cause of this whole thing?
As you know, Santa is a pagan god, originally the Norse god Odin.
A pagan god.
And as Norse worship became less pronounced, he mostly got used for his other things. Like a lot of our modern-day Christmas celebrations are centered around Odin being the gift-giving god, and he kind of got wrinkled in with Santa Claus. Santa Claus is originally worship of Odin. And so, usually he's like, okay, one day a year he does his thing, because this one town's worshiping him all year round. All that faith is just building up a lot of strength in him, and he's starting to kind of break loose of just being this jolly guy who's kind of cursed to make people happy all year round, and he's starting to go power hungry. Or power mad?
Is this a creature that I can attune to? Because he's a god now.
I mean, he's a pagan god, so, on the one hand, yes, but he's not, capital G god. He's not, Odin is as close to capital G god as, a pagan god gets, because he is, the patriarch of the entire pantheon. You might encounter some resistance from him, but, yeah, arguably. Which, Raphael says that, and you actually know, Raphael and other, he's the only angel you've ever met, but he's also an archangel. You've never been able to attune to Raphael. His thoughts are a mystery to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so, you might have always accepted at face value, I don't know, but, he's like, oh yeah, I'm an archangel, that just won't work on me, it's fine. Yeah, Odin probably the same neighborhood, maybe not quite as off limits as an archangel.
Gigi is brave enough to give it a try. So she's gonna attempt to attune to Odin.
You want to wait
God.
until you're closer than 36 hours away?
Oh, I thought I could just do it any time. Okay,
Well,
never
yeah,
mind. I can wait.
like there is I think there's a reasonable range of this. Like in my mind, it's it's the further away they are, the harder it is to attune to him. So, like I think right now, if you were to do it, you'd be like, "Where is Odin?" And you're like, "Alaska." Wait, I knew that.
I gotcha. All right, yeah, I'll wait till later. But I'm planning on it.
All right, so that's the plan. I think we spent a decent amount of this drive kind of talking things up, and Raphael shares lots of Odin lore, but it's just like, oh yeah, no, a lot of the things people say about him in like Christmas carols, Christmas stories, etc., are true. But as he gets worshipped more and more, he might get more of his Odin powers, not just his Santa powers. For example, like Santa Claus is freakishly strong, but Odin is freakishly stronger. So for above game for the audience and the players, Paul did some research on Santa Claus for this thing. Santa Claus canonically can lift 2 tons. Odin can lift 75 tons. Otherwise, their power list is almost the same, except Odin has the power to create, like creationism, like I can create something from nothing. Whereas Santa's pretty much limited to doing that with toys.
I want to see something. Jason can lift up a bus. I want to see how heavy a bus is.
If you're stronger than Santa Claus.
I want to see.
Just casually
Entire
arm
resolution
wrestle.
is just you arm wrestling Santa Claus.
I love it.
A bus is on the higher end at 36,000 pounds. And I don't know how much that is.
Which is 18 tons. 18
Okay,
tons.
so
A ton
he
is
is
approximately
less than-
2,000 pounds.
So he's on par with Santa. Or
Yeah,
a little bit more than Santa, a little bit less than Odin.
Yeah, Santa is 2 tons, which is 4,000 pounds. You're about halfway between Santa and full Odin.
I just have this image in my head. Y'all know that scene from Full Metal Alchemist where the 2 muscle guys meet up and they just shake hands and it sparkles everywhere?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I'm blanking on their names.
I feel the need to point out that you're just describing an anime version of the Predator high five, but okay.
But instead of those 2 guys, it's Santa Claus and Blue Hellboy, right?
Yeah. God, I want fan art of that.
Also, like, both shirtless, just snowflakes instead of sparkles, the whole 9 yards.
God, that would be so funny.
I also need fan art of this. That sounds amazing.
I need that.
You arrive in the town of North Pole, Alaska. Gigi, it is without a doubt the town from your vision. Christmas carols are looping around the town non-stop on radios. There's carolers on the streets. It is comically overdecorated for Christmas. There's dudes in Santa suits on every corner. You park the RV and start exploring the town, which I'm going to say for the first time in this series' history, you park the RV somewhere you're legally allowed to park it. You overhear someone saying, wow, the town really went all out this year. There's a guy playing the Krampus downtown. Big blue fella. Looks like the devil himself. Not sure that's traditionally how the Krampus is supposed to look. Maybe the costume shop had a limited selection. I don't know.
Did you hear that, Archie?
Say what? I'm sorry?
Sounds like somebody we know.
Who would that be?
Green Hellboy.
Blue
I got his
Hellboy.
name right, that's Jason.
Who is Hellboy?
Jason VanHellboy.
Jason Von Hellboy.
It's 1969.
Hellboy is going to be released for another 30 years.
Yeah. I premonition,
True.
Yeah, indoor plumbing, it's gonna be big.
Archie spent 12 hours of the trip fiddling with this newfangled device called a cassette player. He couldn't quite get it to work right. The ribbon came out of the cassette and just went everywhere. He's like, I don't think it'll come out. This is not going to last. It's terrible.
Yeah, and Raphael and Gigi, who could both glean bits of the future, are like, man, wait till you see what replaces it. Anyway, do you make your way towards downtown?
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Jason VanHellmans, describe what you're doing as Gigi, Archie, and Raphael enter the downtown area and see a crowd of onlookers, all trying to take photos with you using god-awful oversized cameras of the 1960s.
I imagine Jason would be leaning into it a little bit because this is the first time he's like not really had to hide his appearance all that much. So he's going he's shirtless at this point. Jason, just to describe him a little bit more for the others, he is about 7 feet tall. He is jacked. Yeah. He is Blue Hellboy, who is currently just taking a bunch of pictures with people. Shirtless.
Like the people doing downtown Hollywood, where you dress up as a character and everyone comes takes photos with you and hands you, like, nowadays, like $20 or $30, but back then, like $2.
That, but it's also, there's a portion of the time where he's doing like the Santa Claus thing where he's just sitting in a chair and and people are like sitting on his lap, taking a picture with him. I do think he would be far more looking at the crowd. He's surveying the area, but he's far more focused on the crowd at this point, so he wouldn't be noticing anything.
I do think maybe there's a chance he would clock his grandniece and grandnephew.
Maybe.
Yeah, just because, like, I feel like your niece, like, Archie's, like, their parents, like, their dad or mom, whichever, I feel like because I'm going to assume the VanHellmans are a patriarchal family, keep passing down the father's last name. So, I feel like your nephew, which would be their dad, probably sends you pictures every Christmas or whatever.
He also probably clocks the RV, like the newfangled RV with the rainbow and unicorn on it.
Like, I vaguely recognize that RV.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Kinda.
What they do to my mother's work?
Yeah. They upgraded this last time I saw it.
It was the RV or the house, so we let Gigi have the RV.
Raphael climbs out of the RV behind you all. Like, he's just eating a grilled cheese sandwich. There's just a recipe for these things. It looks like it's 100 years old, hanging over the stove.
Yeah. I was there when that happened.
We should really copy that down onto something newer.
I would have thought that would have happened a while ago.
I feel like Temperance lasered engraved it into the wall above the stove.
That sounds like Temperance.
Anyway, I think Raphael, for the sake of just being the scene, waves the, waves all of the people away. You must be Jason. A pleasure to meet you. I'm a friend of the VanHellmans family. Raphael, the Archangel. Pleasure to meet you. I reached out to shake his hand.
Jason very much hesitates at first, but then slowly takes his hand and shakes it.
Very firm handshake. He makes unwavering eye contact with you, and it's a little uncomfortable. He's you're used to everyone being a little intimidated. This guy is not flustered by you in the slightest, to the point where it's a little off-putting.
Jason's very much scared, which is a new thing.
Archie is watching this handshake between an archangel and an actual devil. It's just like, the church would have a field day with this. Hello, Uncle. Pleasure to meet you.
Hello, Archie. It's a pleasure as well. I honestly don't remember the last time I saw you two.
Yeah. Nice to see you, though.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting any help on this, but I definitely won't say no to any.
Well, it was a long drive to get here, so...
I imagine all the way from Utah.
Ta-da!
If you didn't insist on bringing the RV, I probably could have angel winged us all here, but...
You didn't think to say that 36 hours ago?
Oh, I said it 2 hours in, and you're like, oh, I need all my books and my weapons. I need my guns.
I do.
Yeah, I can't carry all that stuff with me. You're just gonna, I just imagine, are you gonna, somewhere down the line say to one of your grandchildren, hey, we need to travel somewhere, and I don't have the RV. Can you just carry this 1,000-pound chest full of heavy stuff for me?
Listen, we've just created cassette tapes. In another 20, 30 years, we might have teleportation. You never know.
I mean, I have it now.
Yeah,
but that's
maybe.
Give us time.
Gigi would be the one who knows that, I guess.
Gigi, did we get to teleport?
I didn't see anything like that.
Gigi pierces beyond the fourth wall and sees this magic of editing called the jump cut.
It's not teleportation.
Anyway.
It's a montage. Oh god, what is this?
Oh god, how are we doing so many things at once?
I don't see teleportation, but I see a lot of really ugly cars. Especially certain ones that look like dumpsters. I don't know why we'd make a car that looks like that.
There's so many hard angles. Why?
Why? So, Jason,
Yes.
what's the lowdown so far? What you figured out?
What have I figured out, Paul?
I think you got here and got sidetracked with all of the fanfare of people thinking you were the Krampus. I think there was some disappearances from the town, which is what anchored you here in the first place.
And then I just got complete bombarded by the people. Okay.
Yeah, you haven't had a free minute because every time you try to go investigate, people are like, holy shit, it's the Krampus. Like, it's perfect for blending in, but it's absolutely dog shit for investigating by yourself.
As much as I know, a couple people disappeared, and then a barrage of people came after me thinking I was the Krampus.
How's it feel being famous?
I don't like it, but I'm dealing with it.
In the background, you actually see they're putting up a new billboard for the town that says, "Welcome to North Pole, Alaska, home of the Krampus." And it's one of the photos they took of Jason, and he didn't realize they were taking it for that.
Oh no. Alright, we need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's why the mayor wanted to shake my hand.
That is honestly impressive.
It's, yeah. How did they get that built within the, hour or two I've been here?
It takes time to develop photos. There's a whole room that you need in 1969. It's been 78 minutes. How?
And also, smaller in the fine print at the bottom, it says, "Home of America's first Kinko's."
Oh, God.
It's a copy store.
Oh.
I'm making a comment about, the first place that has 60-minute photo development apparently is in North Pole, Alaska. I don't think that is. Turns out you're editing this. Go ahead and jump with the editor's note where you Googled it and found out I was correct and it's weird. Go ahead and add that here.
Or don't.
He's going to. Unless I'm wrong, in which case he'll add it in that I'm wrong. And if not, he's going to have to edit this whole part out.
No, leave it in. I'm going to reference the Kinko's every minute, so it has to say it. It has to stay in, or else it'll not make sense.
Above game, every 10 to 15 minutes, we have to bring up Kinko's for some reason.
Yeah. Alright, let's move on, please.
So you go to Kinko's and you see, a bunch of people, mostly professional photographers, because not everybody has one of those 40-pound 1960 cameras. Looks like they're doing great business, because everybody is paying professional photographers to take pictures of themselves with Santa, their kids with Santa. The Krampus seems to be doing, almost as good as Santa, but Santa's still by volume, because there's, 10 Santas to the one Krampus in town. Just sheer volume, Santa's still doing more pictures. And there's just a line out the door of 12 photographers all waiting to get their stuff printed so they can give it to the families that paid for it. It's also just lots of generic office supplies, mostly photo supplies, because I don't know if you've ever been to, a photo hut in, the 60s, 70s, but it's largely a convenience store with a bunch of stuff, but also a guy who goes and develops your photos for you.
Do they have, a bulletin board?
Oh yeah, do that? A missing person?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say the Kinko's doesn't inside the store, but you do kind of clock a town, you do see a town bulletin board that's mostly Christmas announcements of oh yeah, no, this town's holding, we have our Christmas Carol hour on Wednesday or whatever, or, Christmas Mass every Thursday at the local church, blah, blah, blah. But you also do see 4 missing persons posters just on random telephone poles, etc. throughout on your walk over to the Kinko's. Just the same 4 people over and over again.
Definitely looking at those.
Yeah, clocking those for sure.
I feel like there's not enough here for you to investigate a mystery or anything yet, so I'll just give it to you. You see, basically, it's a wide demographic of people. There's a, what appears to be a barely 18 old boy, a high school senior boy, a college-age girl, grandfather, and a mother. Basically, you have all, both primarily represented the 1960s era, gender demographics, all age demographics.
Okay.
There's not any information there is a phone number if you want to go call someone's landline phone. But it's not the same phone number on all 4. It's clearly 4 different families reporting 4 missing family members.
What do you guys think? Do you think we should try and find out where could call them and just find out where they last were before they disappeared?
That's definitely a thing that we should do at some point. Because I'm assuming it doesn't have a last seen section on the little missing persons thing.
I know this is 90% the photo, and there's a little thing that says printed at Kinko's in the bottom left corner, because that's the only place in the town that can do mass printings.
Okay, so
and
yeah.
Kinko's is just completely shameless about watermarking their printing. And so, definitely the guy who printed these flyers might know something, and is at the Kinko's.
Okay,
but
so
yeah, it's just 90% photo, name, phone number.
Definitely call the people. We should definitely call the people asking where they were last possibly were. The guy at the Kinko's might know something. And then I'm gonna do something.
Oh.
I'm gonna use past lives but we're rebranding it as like a memory thing because of his long life. Nope. That's a 4.
You think back really hard, and you remember back in the 1890s, Oscar VanHellmans hated Christmas. That's right, Justin. I made a decision for your character. Something about an old man, about like an old man giving people who didn't deserve it welfare. And you realize that if he was alive today, Oscar would have hated communists.
That doesn't help me. But yeah, that sounds about right. Now that I remember stuff. Okay. What are you guys thinking?
I think we should go to this Kinko's. Someone should distract the front desk clerk. Someone else should go in the back where they develop the photos and see what kind of photos everyone is taking. See if we can glean any information from that, and then we'll make some phone calls with this roll of quarters that I have in my pocket.
I will remind us, because Gigi said she wanted to get there, and I kind of dove into the scene to get Jason there first. Gigi did want to tune for Odin/Santa while she was within the greater state borders of Alaska. So if you want to just do a quick ping, see if you can get him to bounce off your cell phone tower of your brain.
Okay, yeah, I mean, sure, I could do that now. I'm rolling. It's plus weird, so I got 11.
You get actually a fuck ton of signals.
Yeah.
Because what you actually detect is, you detect what you're pretty sure is Santa, and you realize there's 40 of him here. And then you think about it, like, he's in every Santa in town.
Okay, guys, so we have quite a few leads here.
Mm-hmm.
One, that weird photo idea that's really intricate. The other one is to call people, but the third one is when we see a Santa, we should check that guy out.
Why?
All the Santas are connected to the big one.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. You know that, like, whenever, like, a little kid says, I just saw Santa on the street corner. How am I meeting Santa in the mall? He was just there. They can't both be Santa. And sometimes adults will say, oh, well, Santa has helpers or whatever, but they're all really Santa. Santa's just, like, because of a combination of lies, because people believe all Santas are really Santa, they are all really Santa. They're just not Santa Prime.
Mm-hmm.
He also can probably, through the shared holiday spirit or some shit, possess people dressed as Santa who are genuinely trying to pretend to be Santa. Gigi, did your vision have anything that looked maybe possibly like possession, like demonic possession, ghostly possession, that kind of neighborhood?
I mean, it looks like possession to me, but it's divine possession this time. Seems like they're all his eyes.
Yeah, I would treat every Santa here as a threat.
Well, and how many are there?
There are 40 Santa Clauses in the greater North Pole, Alaska area. There are several of them working street corners to, like, collect for charity. And then there's other ones that are, like, doing meet and greets where you come sit on Santa's lap, that kind of thing. I think, like, there's just random town employees dressed as Santa, like the mailman's dressed as Santa. Because why would you not dress a guy walking around with a big sack on his back as Santa Claus?
Mm-hmm.
At a cursory glance, without hardly counting, Gigi's, like, confident there's somewhere between 30 and 40 of them.
Okay.
Also, Gigi has a nosebleed now.
Oh, whoa.
Because she got so many pings off of that. But there's none that are super strong. You get the impression the original isn't here at the moment.
Yeah, we don't have to take care of the big guy right now, but we should definitely check out his network.
Yeah.
So, what should we do first?
I had no idea.
What about you, Archie?
So everyone is heading to this town, correct? That huge crowd of people is heading here?
Gigi's vision was of people in the town making a mass exodus. But yes, people do regularly come here as tourists. Because Christmas all year round is like, oh, I'm going to go check that out. Kind of like how, like every tourist town has, like, the one thing you go there for. Like, this is a tourist town. People come here because of the novelty of going to meet Santa Claus during not Christmas season. Go ahead and roll just plus sharp to think about the phone numbers you probably wrote down.
Well, that is a hot 14.
All 4 of these numbers have different area codes. That means they are not all local, because the local would be the same area code over and over again. These were tourists.
Are they all recent?
You can't tell that by looking at the phone number. You get the impression that these were all printed relatively recently, so probably. You intuit, oh, hey, these were all printed as Kinko's, which apparently just started advertising now. Probably also printed in the last few days. These families probably put their phone number, but, like, are also here locally. Like, or passed through recently. So, like, yeah, this is local, but, like, maybe coordination with the police. You're not sure why they're, like... I'm trying to piece this together for myself here a little bit. The phone numbers are going to somewhere who's not local to here. But the disappearances are probably local. You get the impression, like, maybe the police hung these posters up on the behalf of the families of the missing people.
Okay.
But probably recently because these don't look like that weather-worn for cold place all year round outside. Alaskan listeners, I know occasionally you have 2 warm days a year. Yeah, it looks like the mass exodus is probably of tourists, is what you're concerned about.
Is there like a really touristy center around here somewhere?
I mean, the whole town is, isn't it?
You actually see, as you walk towards the Kinko's, a sign saying, Bureau of Tourism, this way.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should just check out where the tourists would have been, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. I do think we should go to the tourist thing.
Sure.
Going off of what Archie was saying, couldn't Raphael just teleport into that room?
Oh.
Into the dark room?
Oh, yeah, you want me to go... I can bring one of you with me to the dark room if you want.
I feel like Archie would volunteer for that. I feel like he would know stuff about how to analyze the photographs.
Raphael looks disappointed that Gigi didn't volunteer first. Yeah, okay, yeah. Remember you get motion sick, though, and I grab your shoulder and we poof away.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Jason, it's you and me. Let's go check out this tourist center.
Alright, so while you two are walking to the visitor center, Archie and Raphael appear inside this dark room, which is just lit with red lights. That's what dark rooms are. And Raphael lets your arm go, and yeah, that was fucking disorienting.
Archie is on the horizontal plane right now. He has to physically get up off of the floor. You know, very dim lighting in the room. Lots of stuff hanging from lines and inside of fluid. So he's looking around. Archie is looking for any kind of common pattern between the photos, right?
Right.
Something that would... Looking for a clue in all of the photographs that would kind of indicate, hey, this might be something to consider, this might be part of what's going on, this is something actionable that we can use.
Perfect. Roll to investigate a mystery.
It's a 10.
Alright, with a 10, you get to hold 2.
So where did it go and what is being concealed here in the context of pictures, right?
You realize that, not like I'm going to describe this like it's a pattern, but not per se, like, every 4th photo, but not like 1, 2, 3, 4, but like you estimate a quarter of the photos.
Yeah.
Santa's eyes have, like, you know, like when you take a picture of someone and the flash hits their eye at the wrong angle and it's always with pets? How they have like that bright flashy thing? Like, very consistently, Santa has that in photos where the other people in the photo with him don't. And you realize when you're looking at these, 4 of these photos where Santa's doing that are of the people who disappeared. You see 2 other photos with Santa's eyes lit up like a, for lack of a better term, a Christmas tree.
2 others that aren't like missing people.
Yeah, 2 people who were not on the missing person posters that you saw before. You see a young man, looks like about 19 years old. He's wearing a varsity jacket that has like something for the letter Ohio on it. And you see it seems like he's unwilling to do harmful things to small children. Which I get, like, is the other thing I'll say what happened here. You get the impression he's going after adults and only adults.
Seeing this, Archie's going to take a step back. He's going to try and look at, like, there has to be some kind of claim ticket system for these pictures. Some kind of organization. So he knows, like, phone numbers for the missing people. Did he have a name for any of them?
Yes, all these tickets do have names and phone numbers.
Okay.
So I would say the second person is a elder person, like probably between 60 and 70. The person in the varsity jacket is labeled Jacobson II. It says that the mailing address is in a town called London, Ohio. The old person is Betty White. Not that Betty White.
Oh, okay.
No relation?
Just some lady named Betty White who doesn't realize there's going to be a famous old lady named Betty White in about 30 years.
Archie's locked in on these 2 people, Betty White and the other guy with the J's. Turns to Raphael. Alright. I want to try and find one or both of these people. Starting with, with any luck, in the line outside.
You wish you rustle the door as Raphael puts his hand on your shoulder, like, oh shit, and we pop out of existence right as they open the door to do more stuff in the dark room. Gigi and Jason, who have entered the visitor center, is actually the least Christmassy building. Because, like, it has, like, that... If you've ever been to a visitor center, any touristy place, they all have the same generic, sterile environment, where it's just, like, generic architecture and a bajillion fucking pamphlets and one guy at the visitor desk. Yeah, the only Christmas decorations the guy at the visitor desk is wearing a Santa hat. Just a hat, not the whole suit.
I feel like they dropped the ball on this building. Like, people are coming here for all-time Christmas. Alright, let's go in.
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the North Pole Visitor Center. Hey, it's the Krampus!
Oh, God.
Yeah, we actually... we actually get a photo up here, because I need a photo of you for the visitor center. I haven't gotten mine yet.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, let me just run out and be like, Larry, we need some tourism photos. And a guy named Larry, because apparently I like naming Monster Cafe people Larry. This guy comes up and he's like, he has this one of those enormous 40-pound 1969 cameras.
Gigi, go find stuff while I distract them.
Find stuff?
Oh yeah. Go find stuff. I have pamphlets right over there. And the guy, completely oblivious that's not what you're talking about, just focuses on posing with a picture with like a bunch of like visitor information to be like tribe. Like, yeah, we have the Krampus now.
Yeah.
And I think you just are milking them for being distracted taking photos while Gigi rummages through their shit.
Basically.
Yeah. So yeah, what do I find? Like, do I see any like particular tourist spot that everyone would have gone to this year or something?
All right, Gigi, why don't you roll to investigate a mystery?
Oh, geez, I got 5.
You start like rifling through their desk, and you actually pull a drawer out, and it just clatters everywhere. They look vaguely in your direction, like, no, honey, the pamphlets are over there. And I'll clean that up later. There's nothing useful in the desk, I promise. You do see like a sign, like a sheet where like tourists were like signing up for like the mailing list to get postcards and stuff. But at a cursory glance, it looks like there's nothing, especially with your 5, you don't see anything that above game Archie didn't already get. But yeah, that you were directed to the postcards. I'll let you re-roll that if you want to with them, with them thinking that you just were looking the wrong place for tourist information.
Sure, I'll do it again.
Because in the 1960s, people trust each other still.
Oh yeah, let's see what I get. Okay, this is very different. I got a total of 10.
Alright, so the 10, you can ask some questions. We'll skip, unless you think you'll get different information. What happened here and what is being concealed here are what Archie asked.
Boy, what I really wanted to just know is if there's a sign-up sheet for like a particular activity they all went to.
So I think what you'll see is there are several other tourist activities being advertised in this Bureau of Tourism, like, oh, hey, yeah, no, the whole town does Christmas. Christmas is great, but have you checked out the rest of the state of Alaska? And so you do see, like, a list of different Christmas events around the town, and there's sign-up sheets for that. There's also sign-up sheets for bus trips out of town. You see a bus tour to Anchorage, Alaska, the state capital, commonly the attraction of Alaska cruises. Anchorage is just the big city and also where the tourists go. Juneau, Alaska, which is the state capital. There's a thing to, like, spend a day, like, learn about the logging industry. So that you can go out and, like, you can go on a lumberyard and see how lumber is cut. There's one that goes to the campgrounds in the Swanson River area, like, just camping outings, like, they bus you out there for the weekend, come pick you up, bus you back. And then there is also, like the nearby mall has embraced the town, like, they partner with the nearby mall. There's a big Christmas celebration there. Santa's Village has a whole setup there in the mall.
It's gotta be the mall, man. That's where the main Santa's gotta be, right?
I'm over here taking pictures with people, distracting them.
Okay.
I can't speak. But if Jason was there, he would be saying, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what makes the most sense. Santa's Village is in there. I mean, you should check that out first.
Yeah, so I'll say that mall is about, this is like a touristy town, but like, yeah, they're partnered with the mall, so it's like somewhere, like, probably 45 minutes to an hour southwest of the mall. Of the town. So, like, it's like the mall they go to, but it's also not super conveniently nearby. Yeah, you definitely see, like, the mall and the address for the mall, and because it's the 1960s, there are maps of Alaska that help you navigate in the tourist center, so.
Well, next time we see Archie.
Speaking of which, Archie and Raphael pop out in, like, a location. Somehow Raphael keeps not appearing in direct line of sight of people. Archie, you feel more motion sickness. And you get the impression Raphael could be gentler about this if he wanted to be.
Yeah, back on the horizontal plane, face down, just in the snow.
Sorry, I'm not used to carrying passengers. He is totally fucking lying. He is just fucking with you. He could be landing these on a dime if he wanted to. He just doesn't feel like it. Probably because he is also high as a fucking kite.
Why is he high?
Because it's the 1960s, baby.
Oh. I'm like, you should not be high when you're teleporting people. What the fuck?
Exactly. Now he's high on the devil's lettuce.
Oh, God.
Which, incidentally, you do land outside, you see a chain restaurant, or but Archie will realize 60 years from now is a chain restaurant called the Devil's Lettuce. But it has the Spanish name on it still.
Hippies.
What do you got against hippies, dude? That was actually Raphael, who is ostensibly an angel playing a hippie.
Speak very carefully, Archie.
Roll sharp to survey the line
Yeah.
to see if you see any people.
A 10.
With a 10, you realize, wait a minute, it's 1960s, people don't have personal cameras. These are just photographers who are paid to do the photos. I'm not going to see the people. But you do see, walking into the Devil's Lettuce, Betty White.
I need to remind myself it's not actually Betty White. It's
No, just imagine someone who looks exactly like the late 2000s appearance of Betty White, but just a completely different lady.
because I was literally thinking Betty White from like Golden Girls, and I'm like, wait, no.
No, here's the thing. You have this photo. She looks so eerily like Golden Girls era Betty White that years from now, Jason will be able to tell people, yeah, I met Betty White, and point to the photo of him with that lady. And no one will realize it's technically a different Betty White.
I mean, I, the player, am incapable of not picturing Betty White when you mention this character. So
Yeah.
that's just how it has to be. It's there's Betty White. Sorry, I'm not old. There's Betty White. We need to go get her right now.
Archie, do me a favor and roll plus weird as you somehow glimpse some sort of non-Euclidean thing. You get a dizzy spell basically, probably from all the jump teleporting. Roll plus weird to see how your brain handles all of the not existing in linear time and space that you've been doing.
It's an 8, a mixed success. It's
yeah,
okay-ish.
that voice crack was like, it's actually weird. Like Raphael watches like time distorts. You look really old for a second. It's like that's not. Raphael, Archie, you have a pocket watch, right? You're a rich guy. You have a pocket watch.
Of course. It's Archie.
Yeah, so you pull out your watch and you look at it. The second hand is moving erratically. It's like ticking forward 5 seconds, then you watch it tick back 3 seconds, and you watch it rotate back 15 seconds, and then rotate forward 30 seconds, and then synchronize at the correct time again like nothing was wrong.
Oh dear. I'll have to have this looked at when we get back. That's definitely not the sign of anything awry here. Let's go talk to Betty.
Yeah, I mean, Santa Claus definitely isn't known for having the power of time dilation. That's also not a power Odin has.
I've read about this sort of thing.
If you're not just making a joke about your move book, you can go ahead and roll that if you want.
Sure. I was making a joke, but yeah, I'll roll dice. Let's do it. Oh, that's a failure. Yeah, this is totally just my watch malfunctioning. Betty White it is.
Yeah, so like we go towards Betty White, and I think around that time, that's when Jason and Gigi emerge from tourism, now with Jason in even more promotional materials for this town. You get the impression Jason might be the mayor of this town by the early 2000s.
What?
You're somehow the most famous guy in this town other than Santa Claus already. Like, you're the honorary mayor. That's going to be a thing in the 2020s.
He has a trustworthy face.
Oh yeah, I think the VanHellmans family unite outside of the Devil's Lettuce.
So Archie pulls out his pilfered pictures from the Kinkos. You're welcome. It's like, fills in everybody on what he found, which is the weird eye thing, and these 2 people aren't missing yet, but these other 4 definitely are missing because they're on the missing posters. And Betty White went in there.
Alright, so we just gotta save Betty White and this other person, right? Or, wait, you said 4? Or...
No, there's only 2 that are not yet disappeared.
Okay, so yeah, Betty White and this other person we gotta go find. And Betty White, you say, is already over there.
Yes, going into the Devil's Lettuce.
Alright, I feel a very weird deja vu happening, but okay.
Alright, so you guys walk into the Devil's Lettuce, and there's this roughly 70-year-old woman in there. Welcome to the Devil's Lettuce. My name is Dolores. What can I get you?
We're looking for this person. I show them the Betty White photo.
Oh Oh yeah, she's over at table 6. Hey, Betty, you got some friends here, apparently. I don't know those people. Oh, it's the Krampus. The Krampus wants to eat lunch with me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, sure, the Krampus can eat lunch with me. And I guess you guys must be like his... What is the Krampus version of Santa's helpers? I don't even know, but yeah,
Entourage?
Roadies.
Actually, I will take something. I'll have a coffee with extra sugar.
She like sets you up with a coffee and she starts going to add. She's like, no, here, and she hands you the shaker of the sugar. How about you, Krampus? What would you like for lunch? We have, she points to the menu. We have some American fare, we have some pasta, we have all day breakfast. We have hamburgers, including our specialty with the devil's lettuce on it. We have like a little sirloin steak here, a meatball sub, obviously. So she's going through naming all the different things. Also, we do have a selection of teas we ordered through this retailer called Many Worlds Tavern.
Welcome to the Jasmine Dragon. How can I help you?
I'll have... Oh, is that a new menu?
Yes, it is. We just got a new tea supplier, Many Worlds Tavern. Want to take a look?
Yes, certainly. You offer all of this now?
Not all of it. We've got a few flavors in the shop, but they're an online tea and coffee company, so you can have tea sent straight to your house.
I'm going to pretend I know what you mean by online. Or what's this here, about a monthly subscription?
They've got a couple of monthly subscription packages, the Treasured Realm Single Origin Coffee Blend and the Fabled Foliage Tea Selection. Each one comes with a bunch of fun accessories, like stickers, collectible cards, and a set of dice. It's tea for the tabletop.
Dice? I am partial to Pai Sho myself, but I don't think I know any dice games.
I think there's a version of Street Pai Sho that uses dice.
I'll consider it.
They sell all kinds of gaming accessories too. Dice trays, playmats, the works. Also, a portion of every bag of tea or coffee purchased is donated to gaming-related nonprofits.
Tempting. I don't know if I'm in the market for a whole bag right now, but let me try a cup of the monthly special. The Levity, a pu'er blend with vanilla, cinnamon, cocoa, and peppermint sounds perfect to get me in the mood for the winter season.
Coming right up? And if you change your mind, you can use our affiliate link in the description below and use coupon code BardRockCafe for a discount. Here you are. Thanks for stopping by the Jasmine Dragon.
Anytime. Ooh, that's good.
Republic City, 1 year after the reign of Kuvira. While the Avatar is away, dealing with the fallout of the Earth Kingdom's coup, life goes on in the city's underground.
People are willing to pay, will kill who they want.
Changes abound, including the introduction of the newest Varick Industries innovation, the firearm.
Well, my finest weapon on the market is the lawman's friend.
A truant airbender.
World Peace is my jam. At least one of my jams. I have several groovy jams.
A gunslinging orphan.
You care so much about everyone in a way that I can't even imagine.
And an imperialist diplomat.
The piercing pistols will turn Republic City into a mere stepping stone on the path to greatness.
Band together to navigate the rising tides of the new world. Join them in Moment of Balance, found wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
So Jason, you've just had we've had the whole menu read to you. What do you want to?
I'll have the steak.
Okay, one steak. How would you like that done?
Rare.
Okay. All right, so we'll have one cow still mooing, please. How about you? You look familiar, sir. She's looking at Archie real close. Aren't you the CEO of an oil company?
It's remarkable that you know that.
And she you say that, and then you look to the right, and they have a magazine rack because it's a fucking diner, and your cover's on the cover of the 1969 version of Forbes.
Oh dear.
How am I just seeing this?
Archie goes and takes a copy of it and just rolls it up into his pocket, so there's just a magazine sticking out of his pocket.
I mean, it's like a stack of them, but I get it.
Yeah, no, he's taking one. It's
okay. You're not. You're gonna do the thing where you take them all off the. I mean, you could. You're rich. You're like, what would you like, Mr. VanHellmans?
Water, no lemon.
All right, one water with lime.
What? No.
Well, you said no lemon, so I have to put a lime in it. Those are my two choices.
You really don't. Why?
Oh, okay, fine. 1 sparkling water.
Oh.
All right, and then Betty, like, I actually will take a hamburger with the devil's lettuce. Okay. Dolores walks off to get you guys' order straightened besides the 2 drinks that were immediately ready.
While Dolores, as soon as Dolores is gone, Gigi she's got like one of them big leather bags. She like pulls out a bag out of her bag and starts pouring sugar into it. This is for my birds.
The payoff on that was so good. But yeah, so what does the Krampus want to have lunch with me for?
I'm imagining just all of us just stuffed into one side of the booth, while Betty White just has the full seat to herself.
Even though Jason probably takes up a full side of the booth on his own.
So they're all actually stacked on top of him.
It's a corner booth, actually. They gave Betty the nice corner booth just because there was the like 8-foot tall man wanted to sit with her.
What should we be telling her now?
Seen any Santas around lately?
I mean, so many Santas. You know, I donated some money to a couple of the charity Santas, obviously. You know, because that just seems like the right thing to do. That's a part of town and all. And I got my picture taken with a couple of the Santas. And one of them, he gave me this candy cane. And it's like actually like a pin of a candy cane. And she's got it on the lapel of her jacket. And Archie, if you look at the photos, you see all of the Santas from I'll say you stole the photos of the people who've already been abducted too. All have the lapel pin.
I don't know if I can do this. Can I just sense if anything is weird coming off of the pin? Or is that like a specific move?
You can't, but Gigi can.
Okay.
That's a thing that the Spooky can expressly do.
Okay. So, yeah, I would like to sense any kind of weird energy coming off of this thing.
Sure, go ahead and roll to attune.
Yeah, I got an 8.
It pings off of you similar to the people in Santa suits. And it's like hard to quantify. You remember Raphael described Santa's power like basically as holiday cheer? It's kind of like she's been marked, so to speak. Like that pin is like letting Santa track her. And then you realize, wait a minute, she doesn't need to do that. No, this is making her track him easier. I will give you for the earlier here, I'll give you the answer for the question of what can it do? You remember one of Santa's powers. He sees you when he's sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. You remember like that lyric specifically because you hear it playing in the radio. You're like, oh shit, Santa's omniscient.
How the fuck are we gonna beat that?
So, since Gigi figured that out, I'm gonna have her be like, hey, can I take a look at that pin there?
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. Anything for the Krampus's friends, the CEOs of an oil company, I guess. Anyway, she takes the pin off and hits you. But I do want that back. It's a very important memento of my trip up here to Alaska. Yeah, I'm gonna give that to my granddaughter.
But Krampus really loves it.
Who's your granddaughter's name?
Paul White.
Paul. Okay. What were you saying? I want this?
Yeah, you definitely want this, though.
How the fuck am I gonna... How about this? I take this one, I'll give you something better, and I, find something in my pocket.
Okay, Archie, roll preparedness to have something comparably valuable to this very rare pin.
That's a 10.
All right, with a 10, Archie, tell me, Archie and Jason, collaborate here. What rare object does Archie fish through as Jason's fishing through his pockets and pulling out, a plastic fork he had left over from takeout? Just a random bumper sticker of the peace sign. Nothing valuable in the slightest. What things Archie just go, oh yeah, I got this. Here's this rare collector's item you'll want in exchange for your cursed pin.
An exact replica of the pin.
No, that's asking too much. Too much coincidence. I'll let you do a cool thing, but it can't be the exact thing that you were trying to steal. I would hear some justification for that. Oh, I got you guys covered. So Archie, what you find is, digging through it, you find a little silver emblem. Really meant to in a pinch, I could use it as some sort of ritualistic spell, because silver's a very common arcane ingredient in a lot of things for killing monsters. And basically you find this little silver pendant, and it looks just vaguely enough like something Christmassy. Like, you're not 100% sure. You think you'd probably pass it off as something. But if nothing else, it's more valuable than a pin, so. Like, oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. If you give us this pin, the Krampus will give you that Christmas pin.
Oh, I see. It's like the thing they did. There's this little amusement park they just founded a few years back in Florida called Disney World. And I heard they're planning on doing this program where you go around to all the different mascots and trade pins. They're doing that here for the Christmas town.
Yes.
Oh, that is brilliant. Yes, I will trade pins with you, and I'll tell everybody they can trade pins with the Krampus.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go.
At that point, your steak arrives, and so does the hamburger with... Yeah, actually, Dolores came over and interrupted while you guys were thinking really hard. Like, I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry, dear. What kind of devil's lettuce do you want? Like, okay, and she has a gummy. There's actually 2 gummies there, and she eats one. It's like, hey, Krampus, do you want one of my gummies?
Sure, why not?
All right, do you eat the gummy or you just take it?
There would be no reason for Jason not to eat the gummy. So, sure, he'll eat the gummy.
Let me know when you think about 10 minutes of past in character.
What?
Your steak is here. Although I feel like you're also an 8-foot-tall demon. You can eat it in one bite.
Yeah, he'll eat it in one bite.
That's really bad for your heart.
I'll be fine. Alright, we got the pin.
And you hear Betty going, shit, the Krampus just left me to foot the bill.
Guys, we gotta get out of here.
She knows when you've been good or bad.
Oh god,
He'll
no.
definitely find us now. So what do you think? The mall?
Yes.
Yeah, mall would be good. Next place.
Yeah, and you actually realize as you walk out the Devil's Lettuce, at some point between when you walked in and now, Raphael disappeared.
Huh. That scares me more, I think.
Who's that scamp off to?
Is there a thing between you two? I couldn't tell by the energy.
Not yet.
Yet?
He's a little too goody for me right now. He's so polite to me all the time. I don't know what to do with that.
I mean, I guess fair, but... Yeah, I guess fair. Alright.
Alright, so who's driving the RV to the mall?
This is the only time Archie will ever get to drive anything. So yeah.
I was really hoping it was going to be Jason.
I'll let Archie do it.
We here at Monster Cafe do not condone the use of recreational drugs while operating a motor vehicle. Fair, Jason. I don't think Jason caught on the clock that he was eating an edible, though, but...
I don't think so either, but it's also like he's been out of the family for so long, it's like he really shouldn't be the one... It's not so much he doesn't think he should be driving, it's the fact that, like, it's technically still their car, so it's like a friend asking to drive your car.
Archie drives you guys. You make about 10 minutes out of town. Jason, you are tripping balls.
Oh god, guys.
You are suddenly so fucking hungry, for starters. And you are imagining things like, you're doing things like a regular pot gummy wouldn't do. You just watch out the window as a motherfucking dragon flies by.
Is it a magic dragon?
It is the most magic dragon, and Archie and Gigi, that dragon is 100% not there.
I think at this point, Jason hasn't had any sort of drug at this point in so long, so he is just like laying back on the couch, looking out the window, seeing the dragon fly, and he's just pointing like very like I don't know the word, but he's just like completely not dozing off, but like just I don't remember the word. He's just sitting there on the couch, just looking out the window, just like lightly tapping at the window, pointing at this at the hallucination dragon, and just giggling a little bit.
So you guys pull up to the mall, and I will say that you kind of like ridden the high a little bit now. So like you're like the dragon is kind of like flown off in the distance. You're fine now. In terms of like you're not like actively distracted by the dragon, but like there's still like some residual effects. You realize like you hear jingle bells like jing 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 jing, like that constant like repeated jingle bell sound people use for Foley. Archie and Gigi can't hear it. However, if Gigi's like looking for the ping of Santa, it does seem to line up as you get closer to the ping. The jingle bell sound gets louder. You can, while you are high like this, you can hear Holiday Spirit.
I don't know if I like that. Okay.
I just want to point out, that like 90% of Jason's problems are the fault of the VanHellman family?
It's not wrong, but also it's not like...
You march into this mall, and you see somewhere in the neighborhood of a dozen elves all ushering people to, like, get into Santa's village, which is normally, like... Normally you go to, like, a Santa's village location, like a little one, it's like, oh, hey, and they cordoned off, like, a small plot of land or whatever. No, this is, like, a big box store in this mall. Like, they clearly didn't have, like, a tenant, so they just took what was basically the equivalent of a JCPenney or a Boscov's and replaced it with Santa's village. And all the employees are dressed as elves. And you realize every time you get near any of these employees, they're paying extra high for Gigi, and there's a loud Jingle Bells noise coming in from Nick. These elves are real-ass elves, like fae creatures that have been conscripted by Santa Claus. You realize as you're walking into Santa's village, oh shit, this place is crawling with monsters.
I'm getting a headache.
And,
What kinds?
Oh, God.
I will say you get to this mall because you've been traveling all day. It is like 5 minutes to close. They're ushering the last employees out. They don't stop you from coming in. You start to think it's because, oh, well, obviously, they let customers come in until it close. They don't turn you away until it's actually closing time. And you realize, no, there's just a handful of, like, adults that are, like, ready to see Santa that haven't left yet. And that, the elves are keeping them occupied while they do gift shopper stuff. And then you see Santa sitting on top of a throne, on top of, like, they have this line thing. You know, like, ever seen the movie A Christmas Story? How, like, they have the line with Santa, he's on top of this big fucking hill so the kids can go down a slide. But he's, like, basically, like, 2 stories up for the sake of the slide. And for the line to go up the stairs, etc. You see Santa Claus, like, the stereotypical Coca-Cola ad Santa Claus. Like, perfect bowl of jelly, a big beard. And he just looks down and he goes, ho, ho, ho. Monster Cafe is a Bard Rock Network production. The Master of Ceremonies was me, Paul Kinter. Archie VanHellmans was played by Kenny, Gigi VanHellmans was played by Kadisha, and Jason VanHellmans was played by Nick. Tenzai is our editor. Everyone's socials will be found in the show notes. Music by Storyblocks and Epidemic Sound. If you want to talk with performers and other fans of the show, hop in our network Discord server linked in the show notes. Until next time, happy holidays.